So, welcome to take 12. I'm not good at introductions, and in fact, I'm recording the introduction at the end of the 4-week period that I've been filming. But you know what? It's okay. And I've brought moral support this time. So these bears are the ones that haven't been thrown into the river for my project, or eaten by dogs, or you know, all of that. So this one represents Grandma Bear. She's been the starring actress of my film. Thank you, Grandma Bear. This one represents Rosie Bear, who's my little sister. She's been a production manager and told me every single bird species possibly known in Wales, which has been lovely. I'm just going to put her over there. Thanks, Rosie. Enlightening. And this is Branwen Bear, who's my intermediate friend. Intermediate because she's here when she can be, helping out because she's a carer. And yes, she's a full-time friend. And yeah, she's just lovely, so I'm just going to put her over there with Grandma. For the last few weeks, I have been creating a new studio space. I breathed in 4 kilos of dust. I've gone into the river, lost my camera while filming, and had the waders fill up with water. My waders filled with water. We won't mention it. Aside from that, I've been looking at my granddad's old workshop, and it's been a very kind of commemorative time. And my grandma's been helping me through this whole process, sorting things out and painting things, and it's been a nice thing to do, to refresh and create something new when it feels like everything else is kind of stopped or chaotic. Aside from that, any other news in Wales? Well, we have 2 pet seagulls, free range, called Charlie and Gertrude. They come every day to the balcony and knock on the window with their little beaks. We also have Fred and Frederica, who are currently outside. They're wood pigeons, and they are trying for family, which is why the camera is pointed this way, so we don't have rude pigeons in the background. But hey, nature. And yeah, I think I'm just going to show you what I've been getting up to, and smile a lot. Bye! So this is my granddad's old workshop, and it hasn't been used for years, mostly because it's so daunting when you come in and see all the electronic bits everywhere. I mean, I used to love going here as a kid, and also going to my granddad's. He had an electronic factory, and this is where all his business began.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Fine, thank you. When we first bought it, I've forgotten exactly what this house was, but Clive converted it into his special manufacturing of electronic stuff. So this was called his black hole. So mostly it was Clive and 2 or 3 other gentlemen who came in here and worked away at their electronic controllers for electric motors and such. And his uncle came over to help as well, the old man. So they were building these things, and then when it came too big for this little room, they moved out to Penclough and had a proper little factory going. But that was the CJ Controls development. And every now and again, usually it was the old man would come plumping upstairs, plonk, 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 plonk. Fill up the coffee. Bring in a coffee, we need something down there. So I'd have to get the coffee down to keep them going. That was, but I thoroughly enjoyed themselves. You could hear them kind of chattering away down here and doing things. But then of course they moved out to Penclough, was it? Which was quite a big factory, and developed from there.
What feeling do you have when you're in this room with me?
I have a great wish to clear it all up because it's so dark. I want to make it a useful spot or a place that will inspire you, but at the moment it's so full of everything. Get rid of all the stuff you don't need, better lighting, and then it would make quite a good workplace. But at the minute, yeah.
This had better fit. So hopefully the last bit will fit. Oh, and I have learnt to not try to bodge things. So today I am building a support for my shelf. How to make a wedge. I mean, how not to make a wedge. This is called me bodging it. Again, this is where I really miss like the workshop staff looking at me like, what are you doing? Why don't you do it the really easy, obvious way? Well, now I have no one to tell me how to do it the really easy, obvious way, so I'm going to do it the really complicated, bodged way. Yes. So I mean, look at that. That is lovely. And now, my wedge! Yeah, that about sums up the day. So, I decided to make the base, and it looks, got to cover up the end, but it's a big improvement on. We're going to make some props for the film. With beautiful flowers.
Oh, geez.
Editing is taking place. Grandma has abandoned the drawing, and instead someone who has a deadline Monday is over there drawing
a bird.
Oh no, it's a video, stop it. Stop. Photo. Well. Are you being the frog queen?
No,
What are you doing then?
relaxing after a hard day's work.
You haven't done any hard work.
Well, I was thinking about it.
Okay,
It's
well,
all in the mind.
okay, well, thank you for your ancient wisdom.
No heron today. No joy. Think. Legs. Look at the leg. Ooh, what's that I smell? A stinker! Caught in the wild. Stinkitus wilder.
So we are in Cat's Hole, which is a cave that's had from the Neolithic period, but it's also, they found like a, was it a woolly? No, I think they found a mammoth too, but a woolly rhinoceros, and like giant red deer, and then 2 Stone Age skulls plus a Stone Age axe. Wonderful time, are they?
o'clock then, Mummy's and Daddy will take them home to bed.
Look at it, it's awful.
But you look the same, Grandma.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Look in the mirror. So we have this side with a book corner. Yeah, I'm really interested in history, and these are artefacts my grandma brought back from Africa or collected over the years, plus lots of my strange things. They're replicas, don't worry, they don't really fire, unfortunately. That'll be fun. No, I'm joking. And yeah, more of the funny little things. My sister's hiding everywhere. A cute little table, very beautifully carved. I have my working desk area that I dug out from buried underneath laundry. I made this board and, you know, flying cats. Whee! And my sister put more boggly Welsh dragons and, you guessed it, voila, super organised. Oh my gosh, I've been through years of boxes and paints, and this is now a kind of really functional space, I think.
I think it's lovely. It's nice if we want to sit down and paint, I think. And a lovely view outside with the trees and the wood. What a bird nearly came in there. So it is, you know, beautiful view on the outside as well.
You can just about see some grey blocks. That's the roof of the church.
Can you see the steep road up?
And you can just see the graveyard beyond. So we've got this strange space that's got the beauty of life and the centuries of death.
Below there's a stream down below, isn't it? Winding down to the sea.
Yeah. So it's quite I think it's an interesting space. It's got a lot of philosophy and yeah, it's got a lot of history. I don't think I could ever imagine a studio where I'd be space which is more perfect for my kind of work, because I love history and I love mythology and I love things with stories. And it's kind of interesting looking out there at night and looking down the valley with only a few little lights.
Very, very peaceful.
It is, it's very peaceful, and it's not a place that I'd ever imagined to have the kind of crazy creativity that I've been doing with this project. This isn't a place I could ever imagined I could have created something like this. So it's kind of pleasantly surprised me that yeah, that this space is actually working for me and it's working for everyone, and we've kind of remade a space that everybody can use, and I think that I'm looking forward to all the projects I'm going to create now and after uni. I think we've done something, Grandma. Something has happened, hasn't it?
Well, you've made it happen, yes.
And you, Grandma, we've made it happen. High five!
And now for a cup of tea.
The end. Woo!